Okay, we're gonna do something soon. I know we're gonna do something soon, but let me give it a few minutes for people to find out I'm online and I'm here, ready to hopefully give you some good stuff that you didn't know about. Hi, who's that? UGR, hi. Oh, I don't see on. Maybe give you some good stuff that you didn't know about. Actually, I'm a little white, aren't I? Just a little faded, a little too. UGR, hi. Let me see if I get a little closer. I mean, just my face looks all washed out. I look old enough, you know. White. Yeah, it's these cameras on that are so touchy, and it's all about lighting. That's why outside to me is always the best, because I hear myself over here. Touchy, but actually it's a little better if I get closer. How we doing on YouTube? We still there? Okay. Okay, let me give a little minute or two and see what goes on here. How we doing on YouTube? We still there? Okay. Oh my, well, it's getting to be a hot day here in the Washington, D.C. area. I think they're talking about like 80 or something like that, even hotter tomorrow. That'll be fun. I don't know. I sort of like, I think, that's why I guess old people move to Florida. Yeah. Oh, I see. See how that, you put white here and that changes the camera? Wow. Sensitive camera. I guess I gotta get a more expensive camera is what it's all about, huh? Don't be such a cheap guy. Actually, let's see. I maintain 160 IQ. I could change the course of human nature. Wow! We need you in Washington, don't we? Somebody said they have 160 IQ. I think mine's 2 above plant life. I remember taking the SAT test with my kids, just about 10 years ago when they first took them. And I said, we sat in line together and it was fun. And they just beat the pants off me. It was fun. Let's see, maybe we go soon, huh? Okay, well, I want to tell you about one place that you forgot we have in this country that is free, and it's a hell of a lot better than Google if you're looking for free money and help. That's the problem. Sure, Google is great. I'm sure a lot less people go to libraries since Google was around. But we have to remember what the library is good for, and that's the important thing. And that's why, don't forget, your library's terrific. And actually now what they have, you could call, like they have Ask a Librarian at every library. And when I first started my research business in Washington, D.C., what I would do, I would get information for Fortune 500 clients, and what I would do is I'd contact the library, get the information, and then sell it to these Fortune 500 clients for millions of dollars. Not millions, but thousands. They were just too lazy to do that. That's why I said, God, I'm in the shoe shine business. People could do that, but rich people want to pay somebody else to do it for them. And that's what I did. But there's so many good things at the library, particularly about grants, that you don't know about, people don't know about, whatever. Because see, like foundations. Now, foundations are people, organizations, big fat cat places for, not profit. They're not profit making, but they're foundations, nonprofit foundations that give out grant money. Okay, there's like, maybe 500,000 of these things, but there's actually 150,000 of them that give out grants. Now, the problem is 95% of these grant givers are not on the internet. They don't have websites. So how are you going to find them? If you're relying on Google to do this. See, that's the problem. But there is a private database of these things called the Foundation Center, and there's another group that puts one out, I think. And you could subscribe to that for like $1,000, $2,000 a year to do it. Or you can go to your library. That's right. They have that database there, and they'll show you how to use it. So contact your library, and actually what they have is librarians that just specialize in using that database, because people come in and use that database, to find grants and stuff like that. Then they have a separate database just for, actually the big database is like for projects you want to do, but they also have one for individuals, and there's about 10,000 grants there for individuals, but you're not going to find on Google or in the government or anywhere else. Yeah, and that's what's neat. So it's at your library. Sure, you could go to the organization and sign up and buy the access to the database, or you could go for free and get it from your library. Now, doesn't that sound better? But contact them first, because it may not be at your branch, and they'll have to point you to somewhere else, because that's an expensive database even for the library to have. So they'll tell you who in your neighborhood or around the area has access to that. And what's neat is that the librarians probably, every library has a librarian that specializes in that and can help you access that database. So that's important to know, I think. Man, I send people there all the time, and people don't know about it. Also, what they have there too is it's a good place. The library, remember, is a good place to market things. Now, you may think this is strange or whatever, but you could hold a talk there. So maybe you're a nutrition expert or a yoga expert or anything. See, anybody could go to the library and give a free speech on healthy ways of living through nutrition or something, anything you want to do. I used to give speeches there on how to find free information, things like that. And they're free, and they'll promote it. That's right. They'll promote your talk. So wow, why pay for a hotel room and try to get publicity and everything like that, to fill up a hotel room that's going to cost you a couple $100 or more, when you can go to the library for free, and then you can get it written up, because now you're sort of like part of the neighborhood, part of the community, so you're not just some greedy bastard trying to make money, and that's why you become more interesting to the media, to promote your idea, so you could use it that way. And the other services, besides, what libraries have too, some of them have hotspots you could take home to have Wi-Fi at home, because there's some places, it's expensive or people don't have it or something like that. So now I know in New York City what they do is they give you a hotspot. You could take home and have that to home. Or actually, there's other libraries, and I have videos of people I've interviewed that do this at the library. Well, they'll help you on the internet setting up your business on the internet, setting up your Facebook account if you don't know how to do that, or all these things that some of us have trouble, for the first time trying to figure out. So they help you with that. That's something. Now, here's another thing, too, that's really important with libraries, is that they will help you find out about government programs in your area. See, they know more than anybody else about what your local government, because that's where a lot of the money comes, is to the local government, okay? So the local government, see, the federal government brings out the money, it goes to the state, then it goes to the local to hand out. So if you need trouble, fixing up your house, or, getting money to live on or something, contact the reference librarian there. Why? Because they're free. Yeah, I'm going to charge you to do your research, because I got to pay my mortgage. And this is how it works. But you could also use them for free. And that's the important thing. This is a community service. Everybody makes fun at the librarians or whatever. But man, they're free. They got the best thing in town. And remember, you could go on line with them and ask a librarian, and they know local resources better. than anything. They may not know national resources, but they know local resources. So what kind of programs are locally? You're talking about a program maybe to get free shrubbery in your house. We got one in our county here, but who else would know about it but the county? And the county librarian will know about it too. So that's the kind of stuff you need. Also, people who are learning languages. What the library does is set up people to have talks like once a week, 3 times a week, to have somebody in that native language to get together with you and talk and practice. That's the way, because you go online and try to get that kind of help, they're going to charge you, I don't know, $50 an hour, whatever it is, to have a Skype chat with something like that. So that's the important thing, that this is a wonderful resource in the library. Not so much books anymore. Nobody needs books, but some do, and it's nice to go. And they have a lot of other things, ebooks and audios and videos and everything. But we all know about that. To me, it's how to use them to find money and help that you can't find in Google. And the library, man, is a place that you're missing. And they're nice people too. So that's the important thing. And if you need help for me doing that, remember I put in the Lesko.com/research. I mean, that's where I do. I mean, I'll find you 500 places like this in any city where to get free money and help for anything. And that's what I'm trying to do, is educate people that there is help out there. And it's bigger than Google, because you'll never find it in Google for many reasons. And actually, if you want to know the reasons why and how to go around it, and things like the library that do these things for free, go to Lesko.com/5free. Lesko.com/5free. I'll send you a free report that shows you how to use the library and about 7 or 8 other places in your community that will do this research for you for free. Why pay when you could do it for free? Or if you want to talk, and like about an hour or so, I got another talk with somebody on Lesko.com/talk. His grandmother, somebody needs a new roof in the house. So I'm going to show them what programs are available locally to get a fixed up roof on the house. It may or may not work. We don't know till we try. But I'll show you the places to try. That's the important thing, to realize you have places to go to try. When you don't have places to try, then that's when depression starts in. That's when you feel, wow, life is really beating you up. So that's why I know there's a lot of places to try. I can't guarantee the money is out there, because they can only do that. And you have to contact them to see what it is. What I do is give you that tool. And that's what I want to do. And I hope I do it for another 20 or 30 years, maybe. So you're going to see me around getting older and older and older. Well, have a good Saturday. Talk to you later.